Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Hey, Nick, I'm great. How are you today?
Good. Freedom Fridays, episode number 2. So
there you go.
great.
We'll make the podcast list yet.
That's right. Yeah. So great episode last week. Chat about a really great opportunity. It was the kennel out in Tiny, beautiful property. Those watching, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It is an unbelievable property. And it really is. It really is. And I had all kinds of comments and questions and messages like, how far is it from Barrie and, all those sorts of things.
But most of those were from your wife. That's
right. That is true. You saw that. I posted and said, I made the mistake of when I was preparing for our call, showing the pictures and the videos of that property to my wife. And she was like, how far is it? And can we move there? And can we buy it?
No, it was great. We got lots of inquiries, so it was awesome.
Yeah. And just to sort of reiterate the idea behind Freedom Fridays is, things are changing. People are going to be going back to the city. That commute will begin again. Employers are saying, let's go back to work.
Yep, they are.
And Michael, at Peggy Hill's team, you manage a majority of the commercial listings. So you have all these cool listings where people can break free of the 9-to-5 and potentially invest in a property, invest in a new home, and invest in a business. So every week we're going to be chatting about that.
Yeah, no, it's great. I appreciate it. There's some really unique opportunities out there to do something very different.
Absolutely. So this week is really different than last week because, of course, last week's opportunity was $5 million and it's probably worth every penny, but this one is at a really great price. So Michael, why don't you tell us about 2049 Highway 118 in beautiful Bracebridge?
Right. So this is just outside of Bracebridge along 118. It's a long time convenience corner store. One of the things that I think everyone loves about the Muskokas is it kind of harkens back to a little bit simpler time. And this store is a great example of that. It's a wonderful convenience store, sort of at a main intersection there. Tons of summertime traffic. There's a big camp down the road. Tons of winter traffic because they're right on the edge of the snowmobile trail. So it just brings in a whole neighborhood of people. And the whole back half is the house. It's a beautiful 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath house. You've got a detached double-car garage. So it's a neat opportunity. I mean, first of all, this price point for any property in Muskoka, not on the water, is still a great buy. But the opportunity to have a business that could generate more than enough income to cover all your cost of living there is wonderful. You can see these people have remodeled the entire store. They enlarged it slightly. They've got all of the equipment, the freezers, the fridges, everything there ready to go, all part of the package. So literally the day you take over, you have people walking in the door, spending money just like they did the day before.
It's just beautiful. The store itself is gorgeous. And then you make your way into the back and this is the house, right?
Yeah, that's all the house space. Exactly. So you've got a big living room, kitchen on the main floor. You can see the storage rack where they've got a little bit of the store stuff stored.
Yeah.
Then a full bath, and then upstairs you've got 3 bedrooms. You've got this beautiful backyard and a detached double-car garage. So loads of space, all nice fenced yard. Great space for a family to get into who want to do some of the work. You might work a chunk of the hours yourself and then have some part-time staff to cover the rest. The store doesn't need 3 people on it at a time. It's the store where pretty quickly everybody's going to know your name. You're going to learn the names of all the people coming in, really become part of that community, which is very exciting.
And that's what we were chatting about in our conversation before the recording here, Michael, is, you can write your own destiny here. Really at this price point, you're looking at about $200,000 to $300,000 to get into this place. So that's your down payment, your closing costs, all of your acquisition costs to get set up. So that, that $200,000 to $300,000, it can be as little as it can be as much as $300,000. And that's going to put the monthly payment on this property like below $3,000 because the taxes on this place, the property tax, are only $1,200. Like that's per year, not per month. I mean, there's a lot of commercial properties. Michael, you and I deal with each other all the time on this stuff. We were just looking at a listing in Aurelia for one of our clients, and the property taxes are $1,000 a month You know, this is $1,000, it's $1,200 for the year. So we're talking about $3,000 per month, just less than that, actually, $2,850 for your mortgage and your property taxes. So, you know, again, I see somebody from like Barrie or Oro or Innisfil, they sell their house, they cash in on all that equity, they move up to Paradise in Bracebridge, they buy this store, they live in the back, they operate at the front for $3,000 a month. I mean, their mortgage and property taxes in Innisfil is probably $3,000 a month, right?
Yeah, exactly. It gives a great opportunity at this price point for someone. It doesn't have to be someone retiring with a ton of money. This is a great opportunity for perhaps a younger family to get in here, enjoy the lifestyle of being out of the city, being up in Muskoka, getting really involved in a community and having an opportunity to earn a living, cover your costs. If one of the two of you is maybe working from home, then there's lots of opportunity and space to do that there as well. So it really provides a unique change of pace. That's why we call it Freedom Friday.
That's right. That's right. And it, you know, I love that the idea of having it generational as well. Like, I mean, there's enough space here that, you know, if parents and adult children with their kids all want to consolidate in, you know, they all operate this store. And for $3,000 a month, you know, all of their, I mean, they're probably paying $3,000 a month where they live currently anyway. And all of the revenue from the store just gets reinvested back into that family, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it, you know, in this kind of blended scenario, there's some wonderful tax opportunities. It's you know, the financing, as you said, is the key because it's different than a typical home mortgage. But I know you have some great products, particularly for an operating business, not starting a new business here. You're picking up an operating business that has established income from the very first day.
And you nailed it, Michael. Like if somebody called me looking to purchase this property and there was no current operating business, it would be very difficult to finance. This is an operating business with a residence in there. And that, you know, I won't get into too much detail on the video, but 25 to 35% down, like that's depending on if you want to live there or not in the back. But I mean, look at this. It has a lotto machine, for example. Yep. And I know from my earlier career days when I was in consumer packaged goods and I used to visit these stores, it's extremely difficult to get a lotto machine. Like, I mean, if this was an empty space and you were a new store, you wouldn't get a lotto machine.
No, they're very fussy about making sure they put them in places where there's lots of traffic, right?
Yep. Yeah. And established businesses. And that's just that, right? So this is a great opportunity, Michael. Anybody that's looking for more information can certainly find your contact information and more information about this listing at peggyhill.com. If you're looking for my information or anything specific to the mortgage, just go to peggyhill.com, look under trusted partners, and you'll find my contact information there as well. Another great opportunity, another great chance to talk about Freedom Friday, allowing people to break free of the 9 to 5.
It's a wonderful change of pace, and I think more and more people are thinking about ways that they can do that. So we're happy to help. People can reach out to us anytime.
Great. Thanks for your time, Michael. Have a great weekend.
Nick. Have an awesome weekend.